What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Jedi Jive. My name is Mike, and joining us, as always, is my sister Jenny.
Hey, guys.
We're here reacting to Andor, Season 2, Episode
10.
We got the last 3 episodes of the season. We were just talking a minute ago about how this release schedule from like a watch point of view has been perfect.
Yeah, really good.
It's been a lot to edit and react to all at once. So I mean, I've had a lot of heavy editing every week, but it's been worth it. And I think it's I had my doubts, or not necessarily doubts. I wasn't sure how the season was going to go, but I really like this format. 12 episodes, 3 at a time. Feels like you're watching a movie every week. It feels
100%.
like 2.5 hours worth of material.
Yeah.
Last week was pretty much like 3 hours. It was a whole lot of material,
and it was heavy
material. I think across the board we just liked everything about it. That's kind of been not just this season but Andor in general. I think has just been just a strong show, so I'm really excited to finally see it. It's going to be sad that there's no more after this.
I know.
We were also just saying we know how this ends. We know where this is headed. So there's less of a mystery as to where this is going and more just sort of a, like, how do we get there?
Yeah.
Except there are a couple characters like Dedra Miro and Luthen for 2 examples of characters where we don't necessarily know what happens.
Right. They don't appear in Rogue
So
One,
it's like, yeah, there is still
they may
some
or may not make it through this
uncertainty here. So it's not like we just know everything.
Right.
But in general, I've been really enjoying the show and the way we've been able to gain perspective on not just like the famous characters in Star Wars, but all of the little cogs in the machine that are doing their independent little, parts to
and
to
on
make
the everyday people that are
galaxy
being
go round.
affected by all of this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And on top of that, I'm always making comments about the audio-visual experience in Star Wars being core to the Star Wars experience. And Andor is just like hitting it out of the park when it comes to visuals and sound.
I mean, not even just the music, but the sound design, like the Foley is so excellent on this show.
It's one of the best parts about having long episode runtimes is that you do have that opportunity to like
appreciate the details.
Yeah, like you can actually sit back and like enjoy all of that little all those little details. Yeah, so guys, excited to jump into this final arc. I'm excited, I'm nervous, there's a lot to anticipate. My most curious what I'm wondering right now is I think Dedra Miro, because she and Cyril Karn were such interesting characters, had such an interesting dynamic with one another, and now that Cyril's dead and Dedra was falling apart. I'm like, well, now what happens with that now?
Yeah, I agree.
Mon has escaped. We know Mon has to give one more galaxy-wide speech that they're going to broadcast. I think that they might show some of that, which also makes me wonder if we know she hooks up with the crew of the Ghost. Are we going to get any cool cameos or anything like that?
I'm kind of ready for a few surprises.
I do appreciate that Andor hasn't had to rely on any of that. There haven't been laser swords and lightsabers and Force users and Luke Skywalker. Like, it's just stood on its own. So I'm glad that we've been able to appreciate Andor for Andor.
Yeah.
Yeah. So guys, let's jump in. We'll have some fun and we'll discuss it afterwards.
All right, let's do it.
This part of the intro has been different music in
every time. Yeah. Every single time. It suits the mood of what's to come.
This is like dark and like I feel like it's gonna be like Terminator or something. So is this another year later?
Presumably. Yeah. Every week.
Cool. Nice. So we're 1 year before Battle of Yavin?
Yep.
Yeah. Alright, man.
Getting close.
Need to replace the battery in your smoke detector. Oh, Lonnie, he looks so...
Lonnie is just gonna crack.
Like, paranoid, too.
He is not made for this life.
How do they get that? That looks so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, Leia is such a badass. Just like ice cold.
This is risky enough. Just promise me if it doesn't look perfect, you won't engage.
I think we used up all the perfect.
Oof.
Don't get reckless.
Tuck your shirt in.
Is that just like she enjoyed like seeing a little bit of the human in him? Maybe she was like, "Oh, there you are, Peter." Man, look at that.
That is beautiful.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Beautiful.
You rang the big bell.
Oh, it's like exactly like that Ralph McQuarrie, like what would the future look like, but from like the 1970s version
Right.
of yeah.
You're not sure? So call him back and find out.
Oh, dude, the framing so good.
I need you to tell me how you're going to get us out of Coruscant.
Tell me what you've done.
I have had Dedra Miro's code cert for a year now.
You went into her files,
I had a 2-hour window.
and you still don't know if she's coming after me or not.
I didn't have time. Because I found something more critical.
Stardust.
Something huge.
Stardust. Death Star.
They'll come at this with everything they've got. Assume they're coming now.
Then there's no time to play games. I need details. What are we up against?
Death Star.
The Emperor's energy program is a lie. They're not looking for partisans on Jeddah. They need kyber crystals.
Here we go.
Scarif,
Fronting for what?
a weapon. Orson Krennic's been building a secret weapon for over a decade.
What kind of weapon?
Where will you take us?
A planet killer.
Yavin. We'll be safe there. As safe as we can be. Tell me about the weapon.
I hope Lonnie gets out with his family.
Well, don't count your chickens.
Wow. So this is the first, even Luthen, this is the first he's hearing about
Of
this.
the Death Star.
That's
yes.
how good of a secret it's been kept.
Yeah.
Over 10 years.
Yeah.
Something the size of a moon. With hundreds of thousands of people working on it. Millions of people. Lothcat! It's like a Maine Coon version of a Lothcat. It's like a fuzzy Lothcat. That's awesome.
Oh, is Lonnie dead already?
Oh no! No!
Gorman.
Dude, I just said that I hope he gets out.
Galen, Ursa, Galen.
Engineer Galen Urso.
Galen Erso.
Wait, is that supposed to mean Luthen shot him?
No,
I
I'm doing the
take the
combat.
you're not.
implication that
I'll
Luthen
be
did him
faster.
in
I'll do the
because he
work.
was a
Yeah.
loose cannon.
Just be waiting for me. Just be there. Go.
Oh,
We know Luthen's ruthless like that. He does not tolerate loose ends.
dude, these like geometric cityscapes are amazing. With the color palette too.
Yes.
What a mood. Coruscant-y background.
Ooh.
Oh, it's like acid corrosive
Yep.
destroying
Destroying his own equipment.
unexpected visitor. Who we got? Oh my god. Oh, shit!
You're open.
Okay.
Please join us.
This will be an interesting conversation.
Luthen Rail.
Dead Ramiro. So calm here.
Alright, like, cut the bullshit. Let's go.
Is everything real?
Ah, what a wise question. At the moment, only 2 pieces of questionable provenance in the gallery. I thought this was a fake.
What is it?
60 centuries old. Probably ceremonial. Only 3 others have ever been found.
And? Is it real?
We still don't know.
I may have something for you.
Oh.
It would have to be stunning.
Now I'm nervous.
Oh,
Dang. What kind of mind games are you
think?
playing, Dead Ramiro?
dude, she's nuts.
A little damaged, perhaps. But I'd say it's held its value. I have dreamt of this. Too many versions to remember. And here you were, all that time, hiding in the shelter of imperial peace and quiet.
And I've known you all along.
You're finished.
And you're too late. The rebellion isn't here anymore. It's flown away. It's everywhere now. There's a whole galaxy out there waiting to disgust you.
And soon you'll be telling us all about it. Turn around.
He's already taken.
He's already like
suicide.
taken.
He's
some
already
kind
taken
of
a pill.
pill
Cyanide
or
pill.
something. Yeah, the equivalent of whatever a cyanide pill.
Yep,
would be.
already dead.
Oh,
yeah. There you go.
All units engage. I need a med team. Find evidence in the back.
Luthen wouldn't be dumb enough to not kill himself, though.
I need him alive. Keep him alive. He can't die. He can't die.
Ah. Ooh.
Wow, that scene was delicious, though.
Yeah, she's a Nazi. She's a fucking monster. Ironically, you want him dead.
Time to go, Clea.
Miro called a raid this morning and it's gone badly. She believes she's found access. She's been warned about stepping over boundaries before.
Young is dead.
What?
He was killed. They just found him in a park across town.
With the 6,000-year-old knife. Good luck recovering anything from that.
They made it seem like that's exactly what that lady was ready to do.
Crossfire, where's my crossfire?
Is that... Do you remember what Cassian's sister looked like? That's not the same kid, is it?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so.
He's in the ship, sir. Sergeant!
She's been in this fight since she was 6 years old. Oh, shit.
She means business.
When can I have him? I need him talking.
Right now, that room is keeping him alive.
This is an elevated ISB priority. I suggest you speak to your medical director about what is expected. You need to clear everyone immediately.
These are my patients.
Then I'm sure you'll do a better job moving them than we will.
She is just barely keeping it together right now.
She's nuts, man. Oof. Oh, her hand is still injured from... Is that from loosening the microphone? Wow. Or is she just...
Or is that a pretext for her to be here in the
faking
hospital?
Faking having an injury. Yeah, she's like holding it. Yeah. Okay,
yeah, she's fine. That's a pretext.
It's like a friggin' decoder. Nice. Oh, it's like a storage locker key, though. Ah, okay, all right. Is she gonna get a reprimand?
Everything's under control.
That's a bold statement.
I expect to have him ready for interrogation by tomorrow night.
You're under arrest, Dedra.
That's ridiculous. I have access. I found him.
I came with an ISB marshal.
I have to talk to Partagas.
He sent me.
Fine. Let's get this sorted.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's a cool creature.
Yeah.
The grain is flawless.
Your wife now you've got it.
She's dead.
She's already playing along.
This your daughter?
Yes.
20.
10 if you smile.
20.
Does she know how this works?
We already have an offer for 15. 20.
18's my max.
Sold. But no smile. Am I your daughter now?
What it's used for? I'm Luther now, you're Claire. Everything else is up for grabs. I didn't mean to upset you.
I'm not upset. Just hungry.
Let's see.
This old, like, chewing its gums, like, smacking the gums. Look at that.
What?
That's so realistic.
We'll check in down here then. Let them know.
You know what it is? Deveronian. Victory necklace.
Deveronians are the devils.
All right, get him lined up! You hear me? We're leaving.
I'm not.
There's nothing here for us.
There's the public execution. Firing squad.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, where is that? Where are these? Like somewhere in Spain or something?
I was just gonna say, do you mean in Star Wars or in
Italy?
life?
This looks like it's Italy.
It looks like
or
some
Spain.
castle in Europe. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
southern France.
By walking away.
And when I tell you to move, you move. Move!
God, the sound of like every footstep.
I know, it's good. Yeah.
You're gonna have to turn back. There's no access here.
I was sent for Dr. Nash.
This unit is closed. Let's go.
Oh man. Dude, Clea. Dude, Clea. Oh my god. She looks like a freaking T-1000. She's just like, are you John Connor?
What does this gadget
Dude,
do?
she is Batman in this. She's got like all the gadgets. This looks like Naboo almost. Is this Naboo? That's Naboo.
We're back.
Look at me. Do it.
You think I won't?
Look at me. Hunter.
No, like, ideally, she's there to kill him. She's there to... Yes,
To
okay.
finish it
I was
off,
gonna say,
yeah. She created a diversion.
she actually
No,
needs to end his life.
End him.
Yeah. Even if it means she's got to die too, which
Exactly.
I think that's actually might be
She's
her
ready
goal.
for it.
Dude, Clea is
She
just
is
like
stone cold.
she's like James Bond in this episode. Don't hesitate. Yeah, she's unhooking him.
Oh, the single tear.
Basically like cutting the cord on her dad,
Yep.
more or less. Like only one tear is pretty impressive. Damn, dude, is she gonna get out? She's just gonna walk the fuck out. That's a slow fade. Oof,
Damn,
yeah.
dude.
So they didn't show Clea actually walking out of the building. They did show people being like, "Hey, you!" Like so.
And she just gets in the lift in the elevator.
I mean, maybe we'll see in the next episode.
It's possible she got out.
Yeah, dude, she
is stone cold.
We knew in that episode when
yeah.
she took the listening device off the thing that she had the focus and the
like I said before, ice
determination
water running through her veins. Yeah.
Yeah, and here you saw it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's interesting. At first, I was a little annoyed with the whole flashback structure of this episode. At first, I thought, why does this add to our understanding of the situation? I was like, do we need to have all this backstory on what's previously been a relatively minor character? But by the end, I appreciated it because there was that moment where he taught her to make her choice. That she had to make her choice, and that's what she did at the end. She was, like you said, determined, focused. She had made her choice. She stuck to it. She got it done. She was efficient about it.
And I said the remark as she was going in there, like, don't hesitate. Like, and I was being kind of, I was just joking a little bit, but like at the same time, like she didn't. She went in there, knew what she had to do, and did it. You said she shed a tear, but
she treated the moment with dignity, but she didn't hesitate. She was ruthlessly efficient.
Had a job to do and got it done.
Yeah.
And now it's just like walking out, like you were when Cassian and Bix are walking away from the explosion. Like, you don't look back. Like here, she was just like
she
not
just
looking
went
back.
straight out.
Yeah.
I mean, this was 100% Clea's episode, but there were some other interesting things that happened this episode. I'm notably thinking about the scene between Dedra and Luthen.
Oh my goodness.
That was so juicy.
Yeah.
That scene, everything was in the subtext.
Yeah. Right from the minute when she turns around and you're like, what? Okay, well, how's this going to go down? And then for a second, you're like, wait a minute, what? Like, she is just playing the part and then, like, pulls that unit out.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh my God.
The minute she pulled the Star Path unit out, you're like, okay, the subtext is done.
And
it's just text
Luthen
now.
had nowhere to go.
Yeah.
And you could see he just like, it was like, she stopped him dead.
Yeah.
She just.
And I mean, you could see it coming a mile off that his move was going to be kill himself in that situation. Also, let's pour one out for Lonnie.
Yeah.
Poor Lonnie. Just another casualty, just another sort of side effect of this
Poor Lonnie.
war.
Poor Lonnie. Yeah,
Yeah, it's just somebody who just got caught in the middle.
Oh man.
Between worlds.
Yeah.
And poor Lonnie's family. Yeah.
Yeah. That Lonnie scene in particular, I was commenting on how they were just like the Coruscant desktop backgrounds were just like the scenery.
Oh my god, incredible.
Gorgeous. They had
beautiful.
It had a very specific color palette to it.
Yeah.
The city is obviously a lot of like, stone and masonry, and it's got that gray, but then it also had that kind of just like there was like pools of water behind them in some scenes, and it had like,
or the reflective surface of that one. Was it the Senate building or was it the ISB? It was the ISB headquarters.
And oftentimes you associate like cityscapes with like blocks and right angles and but like here at Coruscant, there's just all these fluid. So many cool curving shapes, and like the geometry all has like, clearly there are some parts in this where they're actually on a location somewhere where the architecture has that geometry to it, but then it's combined with, CGI backgrounds and, some of it's real, some of it isn't. At one point I was like, this feels like they're in Spain somewhere or something, like in the hills of Europe.
It could legitimately be any part of Europe. It could be any country in Europe, but it felt distinctly like that's a real castle somewhere in Europe.
Yeah, but that blended with the CGI and just like the scenery in general was, at one point I was like, is that Naboo? I mean, it could have been. I think it was just sort of like, it was a similar... Maybe somebody will confirm whether or not, but it had a very similar, like, Luthen and Clea are doing their thing, and they happen to be,
Yeah.
That scene, though, where he, like, pressed the button and it was like a bomb going off, it was like, it really gives you that feeling of like, wow, like he's a terrorist in some ways.
Yeah,
like,
in a lot of ways.
But
they're like,
one
man's terrorist
terrorists
is another man's freedom fighter.
Yeah.
Where's the line?
Yeah.
Especially when you're as ruthless as Luthen is in sort of offing the people that are actually on your side when, you think they're liabilities. So it pulls that into question. It pulls the entire...
Yeah.
It doesn't pull the entire rebellion into question, but it pulls the methods of certain factions into question.
Yeah. This whole episode was pretty much Clea and Luthen's like father-daughter story start to finish almost in a way. You kind of saw the whole thing come to its completion. So now Cyril Karn is dead. Luthen is dead. I have a feeling now that Luthen is dead and Dedra won't be able to get that important information out of him. Like, she's done.
She's been arrested.
She's cooked.
Yeah.
So there's no way for her to get out of this now. Like, she told Cassian Cyril the things she wasn't supposed to tell him, and Axis is dead now, and she's not going to get anything out of it. And she crossed a line
to get him in the first place that she wasn't supposed to cross.
I'm rooting for a scene of like Vader giving a cameo and killing, just snapping Dedra Miran's
God, can
neck.
you imagine?
I would just, not like when he comes in Rogue One and like tells Orson Krennic not to choke on his aspirations.
Right.
But anyway, it's a similar one of those like, you just bit off more than you can chew, and now you're, you're in over your head. Oh man, and things are falling apart. So I mean, we've got a couple more episodes left. Unbelievable. This is just like it felt like such a complete season already. So we had no Cassian whatsoever in that previous episode because it was all Clea and Luthen. I have a feeling we're going to get a little bit more Cassian now, because one thing we were talking about earlier was the way Rogue One ends so seamlessly into A New Hope, where you can just combine the two and it feels fluid.
Yeah.
Are they going to do something similar here, where you can put these season 1 of Andor and season 2 of Andor and then watch it, and it goes right into Rogue One? You were saying Rogue One starts with it's back
a flashback
in time, but still, when we meet Cassian, he's going to the Ring of Kefrine or whatever, or he's there and he's. I think that's where we first meet him in Rogue One. So it'll be interesting to see if they create like a seamless.
Yeah.
Because the beginning of this episode was 1 year before Battle of Yavin.
Yeah. So we have some ground to cover.
Yeah.
Why don't we jump in?
Guys, loved the episode. We'd love to hear what you thought about it. Please let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you want to see reactions fully unedited and watch-along style, you can go to patreon.com/JediDrive. That's where we put them up. We'll see you in the next reaction.
Peace.
Peace.